listen to VOA, Japanese English listening material site with transcript. Identify and debate thoroughly over the repatriation of North Korea that deepens the suspicion of force. The suspicion that the South Korean government has forcibly repatriated two North Korean residents who have revealed their intention of asylum is spreading. If it is true, it is a serious crime against humanity by violating the basic values of the Korean Constitution and the UN Convention Against Torture. People Come First raises fundamental questions about the morality of the current administration that has been conquered by the slogan. The possibility of a lie is increasing from the remarks of the National Assembly Director Kim Yong-cheol, saying that even if North Korean residents die, when go back to North Korea. Unification Department officials revealed that the North Korean residents made a written statement of asylum by handwriting. And military authorities reported that the North Korean residents consistently headed for South Korea against the Korean Navy's retreat operation. According to the South Korean Constitution, North Korean residents are also South Korean citizens even in the land of North Korea. Moreover, the South Korean government has the responsibility to protect the people who are people if they enter our territory and reveal their intention of asylum. Even if there is a suspicion of crime, it is a procedure stipulated by the law to take measures through investigations and trials by South Korean judicial authorities. It is also questionable that two young people in their early 20s were able to kill 16 seafarers on a narrow wooden boat. The Korean government, however, ignored the principle of innocence and turned North Korea's unilateral claim into an established fact, and handed them out as if it had expelled two people who had been pleading for death if they went to North Korea. The underdeveloped countries in the Third World do not take this attitude toward their own people. According to a 2014 report by the United Nations North Korea Human Rights Council, COI, the highest authority on North Korea's reality, the deported defectors suffered torture without any exception. It's common to pierce through the nose, put on a circle, be beaten enough to bleed. And women are sexually assaulted. Pregnant women are forced to abort without using anesthesia, using tools, or scolding the pelvis. The child who gave birth is killed in front of the pregnant woman who is seeing it. If the South Korean government, who fully knows such a disaster, forced repatriation to North Korea, the international community would not be silent. Thomas Quintana, UN Special Rapporteur on North Korea's human rights situation, said that he had contacted the relevant government and thought about future measures for this incident. Human Rights Watch HRW, an international human rights group, has also issued a statement condemning the government's repatriation measures in violation of the Convention Against Torture. The parents of Otto Warmbier, an American who was detained in North Korea for a long time and died 6 days after repatriation, attended the resolution meeting for North Korean abductees held in Seoul on the 22nd. They asked for an interview with the president, but it is also criticized that the Blue Roof refused. The unprecedented repatriation of the North Korean defectors came to light because he was informed of the fact that the lieutenant colonel, who had a joint guard area, reported directly to the first director of the National Security Office, Kim Yoo-geun. The core of the suspicion is why Qingdao removed the repatriation of the North Koreans, which had been reluctant to both the Unification Department and the National Intelligence Service, to the Secretary of Defense. The Diet has wanted all relevant parties to attend the hearing immediately and start a truth investigation. International Human Rights Organization, forcible repatriation of North Korean fishermen violates international law. That's all. Thank you. Listen to VOA.